So I just got something in the mail from Uber. Now, I already got the mask, so I know it's not that. But this looks a little too small to be any type of PPE equipment like sanitization or anything along that nature. So let's see what this is all about. Hey everyone, Chris here from Real Rideshare Stories. If you're new to the channel and you're looking for different things within the rideshare industry, whether it's updates to what's going on, news, tips and tricks for passengers and drivers, or what actually happens on real rideshare rides, start now by hitting that subscribe button and ring the bell for notifications. Also make sure to check the description below for other helpful information and tips. Alright, so I'm pretty interested to see exactly what this is. So let's get that open right now. Ooh, thank you. And this is the placard that Uber is actually giving its drivers out right now. So I know some drivers have received this in the mail already. I was going to make a video on this when I first saw it a few days ago. I'm glad I didn't because now mine's in the mail. So this is something that you're supposed to be hanging in the seat so the passengers can see this. And it's just to try to help keep each other safe during this whole pandemic. So looking at this, there's actually a few things that I see that aren't on this that probably should be, especially when it comes to the rules that both Uber and Lyft have put in place for all drivers and riders whenever they're using the platform. It's not on here. So we're going to be talking about that in a second, but they also give you this little thank you note. So let's run through that real quick. So it says, thank you. As cities reopen, we want to make sure you feel safe and supported. We've worked with the CDC to create this in-car safety poster. We want to make sure your riders are reminded of the steps they need to take to help keep you and other passengers safe. We are encouraging riders to tip to show their appreciation of the crucial service you're providing. That last statement, I like. It's going to give a little bit more money when it comes to a tip. Hopefully, that's the case. Unfortunately, in reality, we all know that's not happening. Sometimes it is. Let's be real. Sometimes it is. So it says the enclosed sign can be hung from the back of the driver or passenger side seat. To find more COVID-19 resources, open the latest version of the driver app, tap your profile photo, and then tap COVID-19. And if you haven't gone on your app in a while and you want to see what that looks like, yes, just go there, open up the app, driver photo in the corner, and you'll see it in big bold letter right there. It'll show you kind of the steps that are there. And it says, thank you again for helping keep yourself and those around you safe. And please stay well, Uber. So that is just a little form letter that they give you. But going on to this, yes, this is the placard that they're giving drivers now to help try to allow riders to know some of the steps. But the biggest step on here is not on here. That makes you wonder why. But yeah, they give you the little chain to do that. And then it says, help keep each other safe. We worked with the CDC, Control and Prevention, to share these tips to protect you and your driver from COVID. So it says, cover your mouth and nose when you're going to sneeze or cough. Okay, that's fair enough. That's good. But it doesn't say something else. I'll get to that in a minute. Sit in the back. Now that's a good thing right there to have, because a lot of people who do want to sit up front, they are not allowing them to sit up front when it comes to their driver, and there could be a little issue when it comes down to it. So all the driver has to do is show them this placard and say, look, this is something from Uber. They're saying sit in the back, so it will help. And so hopefully that will help alleviate any tension or issue when it comes to an interaction that may become escalated by telling somebody to sit in the back. Another tip that you can do, because again, this is going to be hanging on the back seat, so they're not going to see this until they get in the car, or unless you have this handy and show them. But you could put something on your car window like no entry or please sit in the back or something like that so they see it right away. Then also another good thing, put stuff in the front seat like your water or food that you may be bringing when you're driving, or put your seat all the way forward. So then again, they're kind of getting the clue that sitting in the front is not going to happen. And then it goes to open the window. And we all know being 90 degrees outside in most areas during the summer right now, that can be a little hard, especially if you just crack a window and the air is on. It's going to get pretty hot in there still quickly. But yeah, opening the window is still one of the good things, and washing your hands before and after you use the Uber service. And again, that's not going to be seen until you're actually already in the car. And then it says tip your drivers. So yes, they did put that on there. Your driver is helping to keep the community moving. Please show your appreciation with a tip. So that is a nice little thing that they added on there just to remind people. But did you notice yet what wasn't on here? And this is the main rule that they changed when it came down to it. Actually, two rules aren't on here. And that is, where's the no mask, no ride policy? That would be really good to have on here, because then at that point, you can just pull this out and say, look, I'm sorry, this is Uber's rule, no mask, no ride. And then it can help alleviate all the issues that are going on, like some of the previous videos that I have posted with some of the issues that drivers are running into when it comes to this no mask, no ride policy. You could just pull out this placard and say, it's one of Uber's policies. Can't help you there, sorry. You're going to have to either get a mask. You could even have a mask on hand that you could sell them, or if you want to give it to them, you can do that. That's up to you, whatever you want to do as a driver, but that's going to at least help alleviate some of the issues. And then again, if you don't have a mask or you don't have something, keep your doors locked until you verify the passenger and if they have a mask or not. And again, even if you are handing out masks as a driver, then keep it closed and locked because you're going to gauge what type of person that is. And if you don't want to deal with a crazy person or anything like that, then you're going to know a little bit sooner. So that's good. And then the other second rule that isn't on here is talking about the passenger limitations when it comes to how many people are allowed in the car. So like UberX is now limited to 3 people, and I believe UberXL is to 5 people instead of 6, because again, that front seat passenger is not supposed to be there. So those 2 rules aren't on there, which again, that's part of the main thing when it comes down to it. At least they put sit in the back, but other than that, so now it brings me to my question. Have you received this in the mail yet? Are you posting this in your car or not? Or are you going to have it on hand? Are you going to put it in a window? What are you going to do? And already, if you are posting it, what types of interactions have you seen? Are you seeing people realize it or see it or anything like that? Are you driving at night where it's still hard for people to see that to begin with? Comment below, let me know. And then the last question I have is, where is all of the equipment that they still promise drivers? And that is wipes and spray, and also hand sanitizer. Some were supposed to be getting gloves. And where are all of those things? I still haven't gotten that in the mail, but I've gotten the masks and now this placard. And I know other drivers have not received that type of equipment yet. Although I do know some have, which is a good thing, but still, where is the other equipment that's out there? Now, also, have you received that type of equipment? Comment below, let me know. So now, if you haven't figured out, yes, this is a little bit of a joke, making fun of them, poking fun at them, because, sorry, a placard really isn't going to do too much, and yet it is something that they are actually giving out. Now, I can understand the notion and trying to help out and trying to come up with different ideas, so I do give them credit there. But again, there is some things that can be done a little bit differently when it comes down to it. But in actuality, where does it say on here, no mask, no ride? Especially since that is one of the main focus points when it comes to the new rules that both Uber and Lyft are showing. That's the end of the video. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring the bell for notifications so you'll be notified every time a new video is uploaded. Make sure to check the description below for other helpful information and tips. And as always, never drink and drive. Always tip your drivers, your delivery drivers, and your shoppers. And we'll see you next time.